What's up guys, it's PatriotsMan here and I am back with another video. Today guys, we are going to compare the 3 Marvel tight ends that are currently in Madden Mobile 22. Now as you guys know, on the 30th of the month, which is going to be on Thursday, the Rob Gronkowski is going to be leaving the game. He is a limited time Marvel, of course. He is simply around for just a week or so because he is a career tribute card, which if you guys remember the Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Frank Gore, those were also around for only a week. So he will be gone pretty soon, but as of right now, they can all be acquired. Now, we are going to compare the stats. The Rob Gronkowski is a base 605 overall, and the Darren Waller and Kyle Pitts, who are also Madden Marvel players, are both 600 overall. So this right here on the Root Tools website kind of shows you the stat comparisons between all of them in terms of skill, speed, basically every single stat that there is, all the way to special teams and defense, which obviously for these guys don't really matter, but they do show those stats, which is kind of funny. So we're going to show all the stats here today to kind of help you guys make the decision if you want to go ahead and get Rob Gronkowski before he goes away in a couple days, because he will go away, he won't return. So if you want to get a few shards of him, you can. So let's go ahead and start comparing the stats. So remember, Rob Gronkowski is all the way on the left, Darren Waller is in the middle, and Kyle Pitts is all the way to the right. So starting off here, you guys see with speed. So obviously Rob Gronkowski is going to be the slowest of these guys. I believe he was like a possession tight end. As you guys see right there, he is a possession archetype, and it's a deep threat for both Darren Waller and Kyle Pitts. So the odds are he is going to be slow, but he is going to have some other great stats that the other guys won't have. So Darren Waller is a plus 14, and Kyle Pitts is a plus 19 in terms of comparison to Rob Gronkowski. So you guys see right there, they're going to be faster. So if you're looking for the fast tight ends, the other guys would be great, but Rob Gronkowski is not that bad in terms of speed. All the Marvels are pretty fast, so you still couldn't go wrong if you're looking for a faster tight end, because these still are going to be the 3 best tight end cards in the entire game for the rest of the year. Now in terms of strength, Rob Gronkowski is going to be the best. You would expect this with his speed being low. He's going to be sort of that possession type guy who can catch it really well, kind of run over defenders, really strong like most Gronk cards. So he has a 504 strength stat right there, minus 29 for Darren Waller, and minus 34 for Kyle Pitts. Now agility wise, he is going to be again on the low end. Anything that requires this Rob Gronkowski to be agile, fast, shifty, he's probably not going to be. If you think about like Derrick Henry compared to like a Barry Sanders, Barry Sanders is going to be a pretty small, shifty running back who can cut through, get through blocks and everything and maneuver his way around the field. Derrick Henry, he's going to be more of a tank. Sure, he can run some guys over, maybe get a juke here and there, but he's not exactly going to be your shifty running back who's going to be the guy who's basically getting past everyone, due to their speed and agility. So that's pretty much it right there. Same with acceleration. He's slower than both Darren Waller and Kyle Pitts. Awareness-wise, he is slightly higher, so those stats don't really matter too much. Awareness, very, very close for all 3 of those cards. So you can't really judge these cards based off awareness. Now, in terms of catch, he does have the only 500-plus catch rating of the 3 Marvel tight ends. Kyle Pitts is a minus 24, and the Darren Waller is a minus 15. The Rob Gronkowski has a higher jump rating than Kyle Pitts, however, 2 less jump than the Darren Waller. So same thing with all these guys. They're all separated by like only 6 total jump from the lowest to the highest, so you can't really judge them based off jump. Moving on, I don't exactly know what those 2 stats are, but as you guys see, the stats are pretty low for those, so I don't believe they are very impactful stats for the cards. Now moving on from the main general catching stats for the cards, we move on to the offensive stats. So these right here are trucking. You guys see the difference in trucking here. If you want to just run a guy over on defense, Gronk is going to be your guy. Obviously the other guys are minus 22, minus 25. So Gronk is going to be way better in those categories. Elusiveness, Gronk is only slightly lower. So again, the Gronk card is not too far off in a lot of these categories. The only categories that he's really off in terms of are ones that he's, doesn't really fit in, like agility, acceleration, speed. Those are things like main stats where guys are zooming down the field and just making plays all over. So Rob Gronkowski is not going to be that type of guy. He's going to be the guy who can run the short routes, have good route running, do all that sort of stuff for you, and really be a possession tight end. Like if you're going up against another Marvel cornerback, say you're going up against Eric Stokes. Sure, he's really fast, but if you throw up a jump ball between Rob Gronkowski and Eric Stokes, or even just a 50-50 ball, it doesn't have to be a jump ball, right? The Rob Gronkowski could very well come down with it every time, because as you guys know, his catch rating is really, really good. So that's where Rob Gronkowski will shine in most situations. we'll just go through the rest of the stats here pretty quickly. The stiff arm, I believe that is, Rob Gronkowski wins by a long shot. Rob Gronkowski is a little bit slower, or a little bit worse in terms of spin move. He's a little bit worse in terms of juke move. He does have a little bit better carry, a little bit more than Darren Waller, and 6 more than the Kyle Pitts. In terms of route running, the Rob Gronkowski is actually worse than the other guys, plus 13 for Darren Waller and plus 14 for Pitts. So that right there is pretty interesting. However, if you do get the ball to Gronk out in space, or even a contested ball, he is a possession type guy, so he is probably going to come down with the ball more than any of the other guys would. A spectacular catch, he is a little bit higher than both of them. For his release, he's a little bit slower, but this is where he's going to shine. He's absolutely going to shine in these categories. You guys see here, the run block, the pass block, he's going to be a lot better in terms of blocking. So if you're looking for guys who can help you run as well, not just in the receiving domain, but also running the ball, the Rob Gronkowski is going to be great. So, you know, he does have the plus 26 over Darren Waller and the plus 33 over Kyle Pitts for run block. The rest is like run blocking, footwork and stuff, same thing, plus 356, but I don't know if those stats really matter. I believe the run block and the pass block are the only ones that truly matter. The other stats are just there to be there, I believe. The pass blocking, he is plus 17 over Darren Waller and plus 21 over Kyle Pitts. Impact block, plus 34 and plus 30. In terms of the rest of them are just all stats that don't matter. Throw power, those are all throwing stats. In defense. So that pretty much rounds out the most important stats in terms of these 3 cards. Remember, the Rob Gronkowski is going to be leaving very soon. On Thursday, the 30th, coming up here, Rob Gronkowski will no longer be available. So if you like the stats you see here for Rob Gronkowski compared to Darren Waller or Kyle Pitts, if he fits your playstyle, you can go ahead and get him. But do know he won't be returning after this Thursday. So that's pretty much it for today's video, guys, comparing the 3 Marvel tight ends. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.